Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. It is only, perhaps a half day, well, approaching a full day since the initial attack on the Sept by members of the Weaver, servants of the Weaver, whatever those things were. Two big old spiders and a geometric shapey thing. Makes no sense. But whatever. After a handful of Fosterns, a bunch of Cubs, a bunch of people got together and fought the things. There was some small fallout. At least one person had been grievously injured and come out with a scar. Several people were minorly injured, and in the case of Maebh, not terribly injured, but spent a good bit of the battle frozen in place and even used as a melee weapon. Who knew? Hispo for bashing damage. As a result, she was almost immediately after taken off by Olaf to seek cleansing for the weaver-taint, and has since returned, albeit not with much of a to-do or announcement. She has in fact avoided the area of the Cub cabins, avoided most of the places that she figures she'll stumble across a whole bunch of people and get bum-rushed. And as a result, she's probably been lingering for the most part out in the North Woods. Not necessarily in the training grounds, not necessarily on the courses, but not far from them, close enough to be aware of people coming and going, close enough to potentially be spotted if someone were really interested in taking a good look around, but not really engaging with people as they came and went in the wake of morning fitness training and whatever other practices they've seen to personally. And so, as far as setting goes, out in the cold, kind of settled on one of the benches offside meant for observers rather than people participating. Maebh has just kind of lingered.
Nicholas is basically for the first time he's not training physically. He's actually taking Senna's advice by writing down, just starting to write practice on his penmanship, just trying to understand. He got like a little basically like a coloring book with different letters, and basically with the little dots connecting each other so he can trace over them, learning how to write, and he spots Maebh over there, and he can kind of tell from the fallout from last night that things kind of shaky, but he's just going to look up, wave, and like slowly approach her, not like dash over there like usual, but like slowly approach her. Mm-hmm. Hey, hello, Maebh. Mm-hmm. Learning how to write. Mm-hmm.
And she'll glance up. She'll notice him coming. Let's see what her initial response will be. Oh, fantastic. Her initial response is thankfully fairly normal. She'll look up and smile a bit. She's maybe a little bit more reserved. She's not jumping up to meet him or waving enthusiastically back, but she will lift a hand and kind of waggle her fingers and hunch forward, elbows on her knees, settled on the bleachers, as it were. Hey, Nicholas. Is it going well?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Tracing my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Mm-hmm. Take a look. He starts showing, and it's actually getting kind of better. I mean, he's just 1 through 10, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all that whatnot.
And she'll maybe not react with the kind of, again, it's not quite the level of enthusiasm one's used to, but she'll reach out to take the book and kind of flip through a couple pages and nod a bit and offer it back. You are getting better.
I'm about to roll my empathy because this ain't the Maebh that I'm used to, so I definitely
go for
have
it.
to roll.
Perception, empathy.
So what was the difficulty on that?
Just standard difficulty. So you've got 2 successes.
Okay.
With 2 successes, you don't. It doesn't just go, oh, something's a little off. He's not just doubtful, but certain that something's a little off. She's a little more reserved. There's no real putting your finger on it, but she's definitely a little bit out of character. Nothing at that point, I'd say it's nothing that he would get super worried about unless that's just how he reacts, but he doesn't feel the inherent, like, this is a very critical thing, this is a very terrible thing, just that, oh, she's acting off. Well, that's weird. I mean, it's definitely a marked difference. It's not just something you'd wave off.
Now, like any common sense, I know I got that. Any common sense person, I mean, you did kind of get, like, through his perspective, not trying to get out of character, through his perspective, you was like literally like picked up and used as a weapon, and like I didn't know what was going on, so I'm like, what just happened? But like you was just used as a blunt weapon.
I will give you that with 2 successes, he'll notice that she's a little standoffish, maybe, but the real kicker is that, especially when he gets close enough and holds his hand out and puts his hand near her,
yeah, she kind of
it's not a total like crazy flinch. She definitely gets a little more tense, a little more stiff, and then realizes he's just offering the book and calms down a bit, but seems a little leery of that closeness at first.
Is she out in the cold with just like?
She's out and has, like a winter jacket and stuff. She's not completely crazy, but she's definitely, as she has been for a good while now, just out in the cold.
That's just not going to do. So Nicholas going to take out that. He's going to take off his little. Actually, he's been training, so he's going to pick up that little trench coat that he'd be wearing and just put it around her, but making sure that just put it around her like he asked first. It's cold.
And she will not be mean about it and not let it get to the point where it would make her flinch or pull away. She'll just kind of put a hand out as he begins the gesture to accept the coat instead of having it draped over her for her. Okay. And we'll go ahead and set it around her shoulders. And heck, if anything, considering that she's got a coat for her upper body, she'll probably actually drape it on the front of her body so it flops around across her shoulders onto the back and covers her legs.
And he's just going to be, sitting right there. Just he's going to look over. Are you okay?
I think so. I mean, it was a little weird. And I was pretty shaky after it all happened. And then the rite was very long. But I think I'm okay. And she kind of snuggles a little bit into the coat. She obviously doesn't mind having an extra little bit of an extra layer.
Yeah. The battle yesterday was quite arduous one.
It was a pretty classical example of why I usually don't leap first into combat.
I can't help it if I have filed down horns in my head. Makes me a hard-headed person. So leaping into combat first, head first, is gives me a good advantage because I can break some bones while I'm on the way.
You're also a moon, and they're always good at combat. I think the best I did was harrying to give other people openings. I'm not sure I actually even heard anything.
What you did, you did a good job.
You're always supportive, but I start to think I might know better. They can look at me funny for not being as bloodthirsty as I should be, but I'm more good to the people around me if I'm not on the front line.
We all have our parts to play. it's best if we play them right and excel at them better than putting ourselves in awkward situations.
And she'll nod. Yeah. I mean, everyone's kind of looked at me sideways since we went to the fish farm. I thought I should prove that I would. And in the end, I think it was probably better that whatever happened to me and not someone else. Someone who could do more.
Maeve,
Besides, what?
can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Have you killed somebody before?
Nope. I've always acted in a way that I thought I was the most useful. Some of the first times I saw combat, while everyone else attacked the monsters, we would have, back when Lucas was kin and he and Leah were there, instead of plunging head first, I put them behind me and I stayed a bit back and I acted as a last line of defense. Usually when combat erupts, everyone rushes in first and I find a place in the middle of it, either coming in and healing the people who need it or helping with maneuvers. When we went to Glacier, most of what I did was running. I would run in when they disarmed the spirit. I would take the item that they disarmed and I would run it far, far away from where he could ever reach it and drop it out where it could do no more harm. And then I ran in to provide healing. But I don't generally, I haven't killed. Up until yesterday, I think the only things I'd ever attacked were people here who wanted to spar.
Nicholas going to turn at you and give you a soft smile and keep it that way. You you may be at heart, as they say, we are killing machines, but it weighs heavy on your mind at times when you're attacking, say, a regular person or anything that's just trying to protect himself. It
I
can,
wouldn't.
yes, it can burden the mind at times, but
My fear was that people doubted that when it came down to it, when it was kill or die, that I wouldn't be willing to strike at another thing, even if it was worm tainted. I wanted to prove I could. So I did. But I think I like better having the reputation where all of my feats in combat are things like knocking out the old warder or breaking Garrett's nose.
you then keep it like that. No need for you to stain your hands with blood. Leave that to the warriors to do that. We the ones who will take the burden. We will be the sin eaters.
And I appreciate that. There will be times when I have to fight, and I'm ready to when I have to. But if I don't have to, there are better things I could be doing. Besides, there are many spirits, perhaps, that respect someone who's been able to bathe in blood, but there are just as many spirits who respect someone who can be peaceable and use their mind first and their claws last.
Of
And I'm
course.
willing to bet there are a lot of theurges out there, even, who have killed too much to be able to speak to those spirits. They
Of
tell us
course.
we're born into war. Not all of us are soldiers. There are other roles to play.
Of course, and you have found one. You are a theurge, and you will be a great one yet.
I hope so.
You don't hope, you know.
Well, I know that I'm doing well now. I hope that I continue to. It's the thing that I'm good at.
Hmm.
I won't say it's always easy, but I think that where you do good by ridding us of horrible monsters, and your payment for that is coping with your killing, I think I would rather keep peace with the spirits and make my payments like I am now. And she's kind of worked her arms into the sleeves of the trench, though the sleeve is much longer than her arm is, so she'll kind of wave it to the open air with the little end of the sleeve flopping a bit comically.
There is some of us who relish in combat, who enjoys it.
Well, then I hope you're happy. All the better if it doesn't hurt you to do it.
Yes, if it doesn't hurt us.
You and Talia and Chino are very strong people. You don't have to think twice about it. You just know what needs to be done, you do it, and you don't regret it because it had to be done. I admire that.
Yes. I know yesterday must have been hard for you.
It wasn't so bad. It's not like the kin who changed and had to be killed. They were weaver monsters, and they came to attack the Sept. There was nothing to be done but to do it. I don't think it would have been so bad if I hadn't gotten stuck. Have you ever gotten stuck in the webs?
No.
I feel for Talia. She was only stuck for a couple moments, but it must have felt almost as much like forever as that did. Just brace yourself for it if you're ever trying to jump too quickly in or out of the Umbra. It's like it stretches forever, and you can't move, and you can't scream, you can't look, you can't hear. It just kind of goes.
Another empathy roll. See how when she's saying this, see how she's reacting.
Go for it.
No, I don't know nothing.
So as far as you can tell, she's maintaining about the same level of, things are off, but it doesn't seem too terrible. I mean, of course she's a little upset. That sounds kind of bad, but it doesn't ring as any worse. Wahaha.
You should it's a hurdle, Maeve, that you must jump over. I know that you may feel like you didn't do anything of the sort, but it's a hurdle. You must jump over it, and you must prosper from it, and you must learn from it.
Well, I will. And I have learned. Every time I fail, I learn. I learn how to not make that mistake a second time. And this time, still, I mean, it was bad, but better me than, Talia. She probably would have done a lot worse. Better me than Olaf or Mikhail or Aaron. Better me than someone who can do more damage in the time that I was out of commission than I could have dreamt of doing if the situation had been reversed. We still protected the Sept. We protected the Cairn.
Of course. With your help and everybody others, I was able to take down the spider myself. And you see he gets up and starts swiping at the air.
And as long as he's doing it a good, well out of arm's reach from her, she'll be fine. And kind of grin.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's probably noticed by now that she finds it especially funny when he does those sorts of things. So she can't help grinning a bit when he's like, rawr, just swiping out at the air.
I hope my training was very helpful.
Well, it taught me how to get a shot in when I can. I admit I don't think I did well, even when I thought I'd taken a really good shot, like a really good, just got it in there. it seemed like it almost did nothing.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I still did better. More of my strikes were proper strikes, even if they didn't hurt them very much.
Hmm. Hmm. We should practice. Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
right now?
Yes, right now we should practice.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, we should. If he start pulling the punching bag thing over there.
Yeah, there are fighting dummies and whatnot out there for
Yeah,
easy use.
yeah, he pulls that towards her. Hmm.
And she'll kind of look at it. Look at it like it did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll kind of shrug and hem and haw a bit. I mean, would it make you feel better?
No, it's not about me. And you see, he kind of bends. This is not about me. This is about helping you feel better.
I know I've gotten better.
Mm.
Hell, I I did something really stupid to prove a point to Olaf.
But listen, it's not about proving that. It's not about proving everything to everybody else. It's about proving it to yourself that you can do it.
I know what I can do, and
Mm.
I know that I'm better.
Well then, how about this dummy? It's just talked about your mother.
How does the dummy know my mother?
Uh,
She
uh,
never even comes into town.
Maeve, it talked about your mother.
All right. And she'll kind of get up and take a moment to transition the trench coat around so that she's wearing it properly, though knowing the size difference between them
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that goodness knows he probably had this trench before he even went through his first change. It's probably massive and kind of dragging behind her a bit.
Yeah, it
And
is.
she'll hop off the bleachers. And she'll be a little leery and probably turn it about a bit so that while she's facing it, he's behind it
Mm-hmm.
where she can see him.
Mm-hmm.
But sure, she'll do that and shift Glabro, which makes the coat still too big, but slightly closer to proper size. And she will okay. And she'll take a couple swipes just for the sake of doing it, just to see if it helps. Ha. Oh, not that one. So 3. And then oh. So she gives it a bit of a pop. She again, her aim is much better. She seems to be a lot better at hitting the point, but I guess in the end, when it comes to putting that oomph behind it, she's not doing the damage she could be doing. She's hitting the right spots.
And he comes over there. Your legs is all off. Wrong stance. Wrong stance.
She'll actually, like, especially as he comes up, and she knows on some level that it's just his enthusiasm, but as he comes up, she'll kind of jump back a bit. And she'll correct her stance, but she makes a point of staying out of arm's reach when she does it.
A light bulb just went in Nicholas' head. That was pretty excellent, Maeve.
What?
You took a step back as I was approaching you. I don't know if that was you being startled or what, but great that reflexes.
Now you're just teasing me.
He started walking towards her.
She backpedals.
He started kind of like circling her a little bit.
Is he like doing a play fighty pose type thing, or
Yeah, he's kind of.
let's see how much that agitates her. She starts to look a little more agitated, a little less like she's skittish, and a little more like she's bracing herself. Like kind of not quite up to cornered animal level, but definitely starts looking like she's getting a little froggy.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. I. Hmm. He's just looking at her, just analyzing her. Look. Hmm. Are you afraid?
I don't want to be touched right now.
Of course. Hmm.
I don't
Are
mind
you
punching the dummy, but
are you angry?
I just don't want to be touched.
Hmm. Hmm. Why don't you want to be touched for?
And she'll back up a little bit and make an effort to calm herself down. Look, I told you when I was trapped, it stretched forever.
Yes.
And it was so quiet that I swear I thought I heard almost singing in the distance. It's like I made it up. But
Solitude.
the only thing that I remember is I remember being grabbed.
Hmm. Hmm.
I didn't really understand what was happening. I couldn't tell much, but I remember being grabbed. I just
Hmm.
I don't
Listen,
want.
I understand it. I know all too well of solitude and how it feels to be alone at times. What happened to you was it was an error, a mistake of judgment.
But it still happened.
It still happened, yes, but you have to fight through it. I will never mean you no harm, Maeve, and not even the other Cubs, not even anybody else. It was just poor decisions made on somebody else's behalf, and you paid for it. Look at me. I'm a metis, and I paid for the sins of my parents. Poor
I know.
decision of somebody else.
I know. I just I don't want to spar right now.
Mm. Then, then take a seat. Tell me how you feel. How the best way you can.
And she'll take a minute to kind of roll the dummy back over where it belongs.
He makes a
Set the
circle
little
for her.
set the little break on it, and we'll head back over to the bleachers. And we'll settle back down on the bottom one and kind of wrap herself up in the trench. She'll even revert back to Hamid, so it's big enough that it wraps all the way around her readily. She practically disappears in it, truth be told.
Tell me.
I mean, I don't know what you want. I'm just still a little shaky, you know?
Hmm. So it must kind of shooken you up a little.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
It was pretty bad. My temper was out of whack. I just kept shaking while we were waiting for Michael to come and give me the right of balance
Oh.
to fix the taint so I could come back in. I feel like it's going to take a minute. I'll be okay. Just for now, everything seems a little on edge.
Understandable.
And since he's always thinking about fighting and tactical stuff, he will notice the whole time that he's with her that she will always be facing his direction.
Hmm. Hmm.
And every so often, she kind of starts and glances off into the woods, but will always quickly look back to him.
You want to go for a run?
And she'll purse her lips and kind of look back out into the woods.
You know you probably want to.
Normally I do. I just get a weird feeling.
Weird feeling about what?
I keep feeling like something's out there.
What happened if I told you that you have an Arun with you?
I had a runes with me at the fight. It doesn't stop bad things from happening.
Well, I'm gonna stop every bad thing from happening because I will be a hero of legends.
It's a pretty big title to live up to, you know.
Of course, and I'm big enough to do so.
I hope you do. Just don't forget to do right with the people who are around you when you are.
Of course, they will be recorded in legends with me. Maebh, the valiant warrior princess of the Fianna.
She won't even bother to correct his pronunciation. Just kind of snicker a bit. You know, I think I have something for you to work on with Cinna after you learn your writing.
And what is that?
Your speech. Just a little bit.
Hmm?
I don't want you to stop being you, but some words you need to learn how to say properly.
Like what?
Like Raya.
Roya?
It's not an O sound, it's an ah sound.
Roya. Roya.
Raya.
Raya.
Like that. Sort of.
He kind of opens his mouth wide. Raya.
It's closer. You don't have to put so much oomph into it. It's just Raya.
Raya.
It's still close. I'll take it as an improvement.
He pulls you see that he goes over to his little duffel bag and you see a little pallet out there. And he takes out a coloring book and some crayons. I always know that a good old coloring will ease the mind a little bit. You should take it.
You sure?
Yes.
And regardless of how silly a gesture it is, she still seems to be properly thankful as she will accept the book and whatever little packet of crayons he has. She'll flip through it a little just to see what's in it, what he's colored, how he's colored it.
It's basically it has Hercules. It's basically from the Disney movie.
Oh,
and it's kind of like it's basically in like the back. It got like blank pages of him, like a crude stick drawn with him with a clave standing on a mountain, or what looks like a clave. It's actually clave spelt backwards.
Some of the letters are all flipped around. God knows
Yeah.
what's happening.
And then the last page got all the Cubs, like stick figures of the Cubs together, and you know, like they having fun and stuff. And it got like basically a crude drawing on, crude letters on top saying family. And it got like the den parents and all them there. It even got teeth in the background.
She'll actually like she was basically flipping through just to see like if he'd colored in the book at all, whether he'd stuck to the colors that were normal or gone crazy with them, if he'd stayed in the lines just to kind of entertain herself. But finding those little bits in the back will actually warm her little heart. And she'll end up just sitting on that back page and kind of smiling at it.
Do you want that one?
Actually, I really do.
Here you go. And he basically rips it out, looks inside the bag, and basically take out like this broken frame that basically got like a little it's broke a little bit, got like a line cracked through it, and just like put it in the picture frame and give it to her.
Then she'll kind of pat herself over and then kind of look up at him and say, "Can you do me a favor? Can you take that? I can't go into the girls' cabin, but if you can either put it inside or give it to Cinna or Talia so that they can put it in my room or in the cabin. That way it'll be somewhere it won't get wet or messed up."
He grabs it and just runs and just like kind of slides it under the door.
He runs off. That's a long way between where they are and the cabins.
Let's see about the stamina.
Stamina? Make that stamina roll.
And athletics.
Sure. Oh, damn, he bosses it. I mean, it'll still take him a little while to get all the way there and back, but apparently he does it without any issue at all. Does he have a specialty in either one of those?
No, I just got 3 in stamina, 2 in athletics.
Still, that's a pretty boss roll. Yeah, he runs all the way over there like full tilt. Like I can imagine if he was in any other form, his tongue would be hanging out. Runs all the way over there, slides it under the door, and fucking hauls ass all the way back and comes back no worse for the wear. And Cheadle's just gonna look kind of startled, really.
It's under the door.
Did you run the whole way there and back?
Yep. The training must be helping out.
I guess so.
You see he kind of stretches out on the bleachers.
Yep. She would have been watching as he came back and just kind of looked surprised the whole time. So she will not mind at all as he clambers onto the bleachers. Excuse me.
Press forward and look onwards, Maebh. It's greatness in all our futures.
I should think so.
Don't think, no.
I will. I just think for a bit, maybe until I feel a little better. Maybe I'll stay out this way. Not much of anyone stays in the North Woods. I mean, sometimes Teeth is out here, but he doesn't want to see me and I don't want to see him. So I don't think we'll cross paths. Tori's out here.
I hope not.
I'll be fine.
He kind of shudders a little bit. A great warrior he is, but bad temper he maintains.
Oh, yes.
But I
He
guess
is
whatever.
not very forgiving, and he doesn't have much of a sense of humor.
Mm,
He doesn't have a lot of patience for us, so we leave him alone.
mm. I guess whatever happened to him must have. I don't know.
She kind of winces at that. I wouldn't even mention it.
Mm, mm, mm. He basically like, Luckily, it's my break on training. He takes out basically a piece of clay from basically his bag and just start morphing it around.
And she'll watch and be entertained. She's still got the coloring book and has stuffed the crayons in a pocket. Hell, as big as the pockets on his trench are, she's probably like able to roll up the little coloring book and stick it in there too.
Mm. Mm.
So, Nicholas, if you had to do a symbol for Earth out of clay, what would you make it look like?
A symbol for Earth.
For Earth or stone?
Mm. Hmm. Mm. And you basically see he makes a turtle.
That's actually a surprisingly good idea.
Mm. Mm. A turtle. Mm.
It's not bad. It's definitely not bad.
Mm. Mm. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Mm. You can have it if you want.
It's okay. You make whatever you like. I was just trying to think of something. I'll have to make it myself in the end. I've
Okay.
been playing with it some, but it never seems to come out quite how I want it to.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like every time I finish and I look at it, I feel like maybe tomorrow I'll do a little more on it, make it look a little better. It's both a gift and something that I wish to be a Talon. So it needs to appeal to the spirit. It also needs to appeal to the person that I'm giving it to.
Fascinating.
I thought so.
I need to find me a new sword.
How did the cake thing go?
Mm. I mean, I haven't spoken to her. I only spoke to her when we was at the battle, and that was about it.
Well, maybe you should go give it a try.
Mm. Good old Cynthia.
Have you checked to see if Travis still has it?
Mm. Cynthia's at a better place now.
If you say so. Then she'll kind of, again, it's the same sort of thing where she's just kind of hanging out, just kind of chilling, but periodically. And I mean, for all you know, it's her hearing like a squirrel over here or something else over there, a rabbit, whatever. But every so often she kind of starts and turns a glance this way or that way off into the distance.
Mm. Are you sure you don't want to run?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. He kind of looks at her. Really?
I know it's weird. Normally I do, but
Hmm. Okay.
right now I want to be able to see and hear everything.
Of course. Mm.
And it's harder to do when I'm running.
Mm. we can listen to nature together then.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he takes out like a ripped up book of bird watching. Let's see how many birds we can see today. You see that he got check marks on them. When I'm not training or working out or training or working out, I usually bird watch.
I shouldn't even be surprised. How many were you able to see living in the city, though?
Only was able to see 10 so far.
All the pigeons?
Yes, yes. But every time I try to approach one to observe him, he always gets scared and fly away. Even run into a few windows.
Well, I mean, how can you be a legend if you're not scary? Gotta strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
But the pigeon's not my enemy. It poops every now and then on people, but it's not the enemy.
Well, it doesn't know that. It just knows that you're a mighty warrior.
I'm hoping to see a red cardinal.
Cardinal?
Yep.
Well, at least with the snow, they should be easy to spot.
Yes.
And
like
just for fun, I will roll wits. And I guess enigmas if I'm trying to remember something. Yeah. But hey, negative difficulty. So with the negative difficulty, I don't know if it's a -2 or a -1, but either way, that's a lot of successes. So she'll kind of think about it for a hot second and then kind of just pipe up, I bet if you go over near the shrines, there's some feeders out there. And I could have sworn I saw some cardinals out that way. And they're not blue jay territorial, but they're kind of territorial. You might be able to find them out there.
And he start writing down where they located. I'll make sure a certain somebody's not there to give him privacy.
Blink?
It's the bird feeder, right? That's where
Oh no. He feeds the pigeons in the park. He takes seed with him and sits on one of the benches. I mean, I've never seen him by the shrines. Doesn't mean he never goes there, but just keep your eyes open regardless of where you're going. Give him lots of space.
Of course. I think I know what tribe I want to join.
Oh yeah?
They need heroes.
Who's that?
The Bone Knowers.
I bet they could use heroes, people to look up to. Though you'll be hard pressed to be a bigger legend than Mama L.
Then I shall follow her lead, and then I will be right alongside her.
I'd say that'd be pretty legendary. She's a really big theurge. She's very powerful. But I don't know a theurge yet that wouldn't like to have an Arun with them. Ever since I saw how Chino was raised, I've kind of appreciated that.
Hmm.
He's taught that the full moon is there to protect the crescent moon. That's what they do.
Of course. And I am your protector. And you see he strikes a pose, like he got a sword in his hand.
The valiant knight pose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Nicholas, as he is valiant knighting, he can see Albert with a pencil in his hand, just kind of writing things down. He does seem to be attentive to his surroundings, but not really paying attention to who is there, just enough to not run into people or things. He's just kind of walking.
Let's see how long it takes Maeve to realize he's there. Ooh. Okay, so considering he's not hiding, she'll probably hear him crunching along while he's still a decent little bit away. And she'll whirl a bit quickly to look at him, the same way that Nicholas has noticed she's been doing for most sounds that she keeps hearing. But upon spotting that it is Albert, she will calm down a bit. Ooh, these dice have been kind.
Hello, Albert.
Albert looks up. Oh, hey, Nicholas. Hey, Maeve. How's it going?
It's all right.
I gotta say, that was more interesting than papers. I have to write papers. I'm so glad this is my next to last semester.
You go to school. I never been to school before.
Yeah, I gotta study business.
I go to school. I think I do. I go to school of being a warrior. Yeah. And he
That is certainly a school.
he jumps up and like swipes the ground.
Oh, Nicholas, what did the ground ever do to you?
It did a lot of things. I tripped once. I don't forget.
That's not the ground's fault. You smashed into it. Quite rude. Whacking it with your big old muscly body.
And he belly flops.
See? Impolite.
I'm sorry. Oh no. And he kind of I'm actually. Oh no. I'm sorry, Gaia. I didn't mean to.
And she'll try to hide her smirk.
Albert just kind of crooks like one half of his head up. He's been in lupus long enough that he's kind of taken this particular mannerism of just kind of turning his head to the side at Nicholas. Okay.
She just kind of shrugs. There's no explaining Nicholas.
What's not to be explained? I am greatness incarnate.
He says from the ground.
Mm.
Oh, and for the sake of note, she is wearing his trench coat, his big ready trench coat. It's enormous. She's literally wrapped in it like a blanket.
Out of character, Chief will be jealous of my trench coat because it's better than his. Nah.
With all those torn bits and the patches. Yeah. So just school, Albert? Nothing else you've been up to?
No, not really. Between school and training.
Training. He like jumped out there.
Both of them.
Training? How about you come out here and we'll see what you got?
He closes the notebook. It's a little like steno notebook that kind of flips up. He puts it in his pocket and kind of tucks the pencil behind his ears. It's like, all right.
Then Maeve will look on.
Yes, show me your warrior face.
Just for fun. He tries to make a warrior face. He's not terrible at it, though he doesn't have any intimidation. He's like, rah!
Impressive. Quite impressive.
It's more it's less his physical strength and more just the sound of his voice. I try.
Of course. You should take a swing at me.
All right. He kind of stretches a bit. All right, let's see. I must warn you, I'm not great yet. He just kind of goes to just try to get him, just square in the chest, and he's not that bad. Unless Nicholas is gonna try to dodge.
Is that your dex brawl?
Yes, in Hamid.
I am going to
feel for you.
That's why he prefers Hispo.
Good man.
So you hit and and
so roll your damage. It's all bashing, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 plus 1. And
remember, you don't. The first one is a success. Any extra dice roll over, but the initial one doesn't.
Is it just strength?
Yeah, for punches it's just strength. Kicks you get a +1.
Okay. And he is in Hamid.
One whole level of damage. Dun dun.
One bashing. That's
gives you a little pop.
Yeah, it's a decent hit, but it just doesn't do anything to him.
When you hit, you just hit like muscle. And he's smiling at you like, what was that it?
On the bright side, since was he blocking, dodging?
He was. Oh, you talk about my character?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he sold. Wait a minute.
Initially, didn't you try to dodge or block it?
Oh yeah, I did try to dodge. I did try to dodge. My bad.
So it is Albert's turn again.
Okay.
All right. He just like, well, this is why I prefer Hispo, but we can't really spar in that form.
Nah. Too easy for someone to get really hurt.
And he totally woofs at him.
Whiff.
Yeah, just.
That was a nice squared punch just a few minutes ago. You're swinging too wide. No need to go for a haymaker when you could just go for a straight jab.
And it is Nicholas's turn. He's hoping he can back up that talk. Oh, Jesus.
Specialty boxing.
Okay. Well, there's no 10s, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3 rolls over.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you are using Dex Brawl on your attack and not Strength Brawl?
Just I'm not even going for damage at this point. It's just like just friendly.
Okay. So 2.
Mm.
Pop.
Yeah, he's a bit better at soaking things than he is hitting things.
Nicholas circles around. You can take a hit. Impressive.
Yeah, that's what I've been practicing.
That's good and all, but you also want to dish out hits too. You see, he kind of goes back to the bleachers a little bit. I'm impressed. You've came a long way since your fight with Lucas. Almost looked like a slap fest.
I roll.
Well, that fight was a thing. He won fair and square. He's just faster than me.
He's
course.
faster than most of us.
You see Nicholas' eyes tense up and kind of like a playful man. He's a sneaky, clever little... Him and that stick of his.
Stick?
Yes, he was training with a stick.
Oh, the staff.
Yeah.
Yep. Lucas is surprisingly good at, well, a lot of things.
Of course.
Yeah. When I had my first change, she basically tripped me before I could seriously tick off any spirits.
I remember that. He did it in Hamid, too, which was... I mean, I guess that explains how I got down around your ankles so fast. A lot smaller than you. So about now, Maebh will finally kind of hop up and kind of look off around them in every viable direction. Finally kind of look over to the part of the obstacle course that's essentially a giant playground, just a bunch of platforms and stuff. And she'll just, not say a word, just kind of meander that way. Clamber on up unless someone's gonna call her back. Climb up to the higher of the platforms. Start kind of scrambling to try to get on the roof. See whether she makes it, just because she is not the most agile.
Nicholas gonna try to get up there with finesse after you roll.
Oh, she doesn't do half bad. Yeah, she manages to clamber up there. It's not the most graceful process, but she manages it.
Nicholas is going to try to follow suit. And he does it.
Well, I mean, you got the 1-6. You mad scramble.
He kind of was too enthusiastic. He kind of was
like skitters back over the edge and has to catch himself and scramble back up again. It gives Maebh plenty of time to have her initial little wig out and scoot back to the far side of the little roof.
Albert, join us.
Albert, can't resist Nicholas's insistence. He is going to try to out-finesse Nicholas. He kind of grabs it, and then somehow he didn't grab maybe enough of the roof, and he hit the rest of his body, just swings, and he just lands flat on his back.
Ooh. Maeve's gonna wince sympathetically. That sounded like a good solid thump.
And he just kind of cracks his neck, neck joints a bit, and then just gets up. Make sure he didn't break his pencil, which he didn't.
Need a hand?
Probably.
Roll my strength roll for that.
Yep. And I guess for every success, he can add a die. So you get an extra die to climb up.
Yay. He can't manage. He just slips. He gains the that one merit temporarily that lets you slip out of grapples, and he slips out of Nicholas's grasp and falls again. He doesn't seem too bothered by the falling. It's mostly he's a little annoyed that he can't climb, and he's glad that some of the older ones aren't there to see him not succeed.
He's gonna try again, like, come on.
And I'm going to make a quick willpower check, which is not the most impressive right now. Actually, hey Austin, would I make that based on my permanent or temporary?
If you can steal yourself, permanent.
Okay.
If it was an instant thing, then it would be temporary.
Alright. And actually, she does fairly well, so this time she'll hover a little closer, and as Nicholas starts trying to pull him up again, this time she's going to try to reach out and grab the back of Albert's shirt and pull him as well. Sadly, my strength is not much, so here's hoping it's not a negative. Well, I gave you one. Oh my god, did you botch?
Yes.
Okay, so Nicholas just fails and lets go, but Maeve is still grabbing the back of his shirt and hauling.
Yeah, that was a botch. He accidentally just, bashes now Albert's hand trying to grab it.
Oh, Nicholas.
And, Albert is going to try once more. And...
Oh, finally. Third time's the charm.
He manages it. He doesn't seem too bothered about his hand, though. I was beginning to think Gaia didn't want me climbing this thing. But I don't think she cares.
Tenacity.
Of course.
And Maebh again. It's kind of a point of note that once he's up and safe, because his security was a point of worry, but once he's up, she will be scooting and hunkering down a bit away. Not in a shunning fashion, but seems to just kind of take a little bit extra for personal space and settles in.
Today has been a good day.
It has. Better than yesterday, anyways.
We survived.
We did.
And now, the hero of legend is becoming more and more in the chapters.
The hero of legend will find himself as a Cleith soon.
Of course.
With crazy antics like that, sure he will.
Somewhere out there, there's a bone gnar, the sheet of greasy barbecue paper, currently beginning the legend.
I will truly be the legend of old. They will sing my names.
I'm sure they will. Just make sure it's a good song.
The galliards will dance around the fires, singing happily as they sing my tale of. And you see he kind of does like the little producer, like, you're going to be a star. Nicholas, the one who sliced the worm in twine.
The ones who Weaver's web could not wind?
What's the roll for?
That was just a willpower roll.
Okay.
Albert is kind of sitting. He has his legs dangling off. He's just kind of looking off across the park. He's kind of nodding along when Nicholas talks, and giving a smile every now and then, maybe a chuckle.
Like you do.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is he's perfected the art of the nod and smile.
Yeah. He's not really looking at Maebh or Nicholas though.
I will be in the battlefield fighting.
Will you be the very best, like no one ever was?
To catch them as my real test.
She breaks down and giggles.
To train them is your cause.
These fellow guru will understand the power that is within me.
Within you, not us.
Guru Nation, oh, my real friend, but there's Gaia we must defend.
I think you've completely lost the nature of the song.
Are you all ready for Wolf Home?
I've been training. Constantly. How about you, Albert? Been working on anything in particular to prepare?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm letting the wolf inside me guide me.
Let it guide you. Let it free. Let it roam. And then when you see your enemies crouch upon you, strike with such ferocity that even the worm will shiver in fear.
I don't think we'll be fighting the worm.
Well, we'll send a message out because, the worm will be like, no, don't do this to me, no.
I really hope the worm doesn't sound like that. That would be anticlimactic.
When I get a hold to it, when I get a hold in defeating it and destroying it, it will be sounding like that. I'll be like, no, don't, Nicholas, don't destroy me like this. And I'll be like, go back to the depths of wherever you came from and be destroyed. Waha!
Just like that, huh?
Just like that. And next thing you know, I'll become what I always meant to become, a baker.
She actually, is so startled she coughs. A baker?
Once the battle is done and the Guru are living peacefully with Gaia, I'll become a baker.
Oh, Nicholas.
He kind of looks off, like he's looking off to the sunset.
You could call it the angry pastry.
bakery of legend?
His ass just go big and looks at Maeve. Yes.
Well, I hope you have Addie going in on it with you.
Of course, yes. She'll be one of my lead bakers.
And let me guess, you'll just draw all the pictures on the cakes, huh?
Of course, I have to. Talia can be the security.
Oh, goodness. Nicholas, every time I think I've got you figured out, you say something that I am not ready for.
Of course, have to keep myself original. Not original, but...
Albert kind of takes the notebook out of his pocket and jots down a few things as he gets an idea. He's like, I wonder. Well, it depends on who's not busy. I was gonna go see if someone with who has the he thinks for a moment. Yeah, I think it's called Scent of the True Form. I was gonna see if someone could help me figure out, if like my dad's kin or not, and what to do with that.
Oh,
I think Ren offered, actually.
She knows it?
Yeah.
I think Olaf does too. Might be a Philodox thing.
Yeah, I want to do that before our big trip.
Well, hit Cleith. Or take one of them with you.
Well, I'd have to take one of them with me. They're the ones that have the gift.
Well, how do you get Cleith, and then you can petition the spirit yourself.
That's true.
Petition the spirits, and then they'll give you an awesome ability which allows you to do whatever you do and help Gaia and the battle, and next thing you know the battle's already won, so you'd be like, maybe I'll go and make a business or something, and then everything will be happily ever after.
I could go for a happily ever after about now.
Yes, he hides it. That's not willpower. That's manipulation subterfuge. He is hiding his emotion, his reaction in that. He's hiding it very well, actually.
We will be... When everything hits the fan, I will be on the front lines, battling.
So, Albert, when the war is over and Nicholas is a legend and goes and opens his bakery, what would you do?
Albert just kind of stares at the words that he's scrawled on his notebook. And he
Tilt your
gives
head after a second.
Then he gives a smile. He says, I'll probably do the financing for it. It's my dad's company, after all, and I'll be able to inherit it if, well, he said if I keep at least a B+ average.
What are you studying?
Business.
And the thing you're taking all the notes on?
Term papers. It's a master's program, so that means lots of papers and research.
She'll stick her tongue out.
Research. Papers.
Yeah, it's mental training, not physical.
Of course. And he showed you some of the writings that Sin have been teaching me a lot about writing and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I think I've been doing good because every time I pronounce a word for her, she says I need a drink.
Right. That is exactly what she's saying there.
But my penmanship is getting better.
It is. It's better. Much better. Almost all your letters face the right way now.
Yay! Learning is power.
Oh, Nicholas.
Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
And Maeve's finally going to kind of look around and seem maybe a little twitchy. She'll shrug the trench a little higher on the back of her neck and kind of glance back over at Nicholas. Hey, do you want this back before I walk off?
No.
Are you sure?
Give it to me when you're ready.
All right. Thank you. I think I need to take a walk.
Okay.
And she'll very carefully, we'll see how carefully, tries to get herself down off the roof without any epic failure. Crosses fingers. Oh, wow. Yeah. She pretty, again, she's not the most graceful thing, but at least she gets down quickly and readily. And gets back onto the platform and starts climbing her way back down to ground level.
Albert, meanwhile, has gone back to kind of looking in the distance. At this point, he's not really hiding the distant look in his eyes. And he says, he just kind of, when Maebh leaves, Albert kind of looks at Nicholas. She says, I do hope we all come back from this.
We will, and we shall.
And I need to roll another manipulation subterfuge. This one isn't as good. He might actually be able to notice this, but unless he's not paying attention. But he kind of almost there's like a tinge of not believing him, but he wants to believe him. He says, "Well, I'm I'm happy for your optimism, Nicholas. I'm sure that we'll all find our wolf heart, and I'll come back safely." Excuse me, I need to get going. I really need to work on this. It was nice talking with you, Nicholas. And he will attempt to gracefully just leap off the roof and do a roll. I'm guessing this would be probably difficulty 7 to actually manage.
Yeah, I'd say raise the difficulty. Oh, it's still pretty good.
He kind of jumps off, and right as he's about to land, he remembers, what someone told him about falling. He kind of lets his knees buckle and turns it into a roll. Before getting back up, looking at his pencil, which is undamaged by this. He seems happy by this, and Albert will kind of walk off in a different direction to the one he kind of knew Maeve was going. Really, really hoping that Nicholas is in fact correct.
Out of character, I'm so sorry. I received a phone call right quick from the comic shop.
That's
My
fine.
bad. I'm sorry. Well, what you were saying before that, my bad.
Okay,
Basically, he just went ahead and did a graceful jump off the roof, landed with a tumble and a roll back to his feet, and headed off.
Okay. Now you listen, Albert.
He looks back towards Nicholas.
Heed my words. He just hear him. Just heed my words. We will make it back alive, or I will die trying. And this time he has like a serious like. He got his fingers pointing out and everything. We will make it out alive.
He gives a crooked smile to that. Yeah, we will.
All right. Anything else you would like to do with Nicholas?
And he's just gonna sit up there looking at the moon. He just to himself, he just gonna say, "Gaia, give me strength, for I too have doubt."
And on that touching note, I will say thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we'll see you next time on an episode of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.